What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Charlottesville's first black woman police chief has been fired after officers refused to adhere to her commands. After a midsummer meeting in June 2021, newly hired police chief Rachel Bradney felt the need to double down on her personal safety, unholstering her gun as she left headquarters. Bradney's fear, however, was not prompted by the activity on the streets or even the ongoing public threats made against the police department over the years. Instead, she found herself afraid of her own subordinates, angry cops who wanted her gone after she made some controversial yet necessary shakeups throughout the force. That same year, an internal probe was being conducted of the 15-member SWAT team. According to a report obtained by the Washington Post, there were more than just a few issues that required addressing. There was evidence of several officers making racist remarks. One text in particular read that they should take out the command staff. And while Bradney found this to be concerning, other officers, not surprisingly, blew it off. They didn't think it was a big deal. But wait, there's more. The report additionally found that there was an officer training a new hire how to get away with misconduct. Wait a minute, fam. This cannot be true. This is America. We're talking about police officers who have sworn to protect and serve. They're supposed to be the most high. They're supposed to be believable, honest, trustworthy. You mean to tell me in the United States of America, there's a police department that allows their officers to train new hires how to get away with misconduct? Now, keep in mind, fam, Charlottesville is the same city where the Unite the Right took off. Remember, what's the chick name? Heather Heyer. Heather Heyer was mowed down, and they called it a protest, a Unite the Right protest, but it really turned into a riot. So this is a bunch of white inferiorists, neo-Nazis and those types, who hate everything but the mammy and the pappy who planted those ideas in their head. One of these uncivilized mutts got behind the wheel of a car and mowed down Heather Heyer, killing this woman. And they injured several other people. So this is a city where Klansmen, these types, these uncivilized mutts, they're drawn to this city for some reason. They're drawn to Charlottesville. Anyway, fam, Chief Bradney decided that she had to clean this thing up. So she went right to work. What did she do first? Well, the first thing she did was withdraw officers from a regional drug task force, which she saw as targeting low-level drug users instead of drug pushers. She then made a move to take resource officers out of schools, which often leads to criminalization of behavioral and disciplinary issues. Bradney was also not a fan of special units, as she believed that these were blind spots in police departments where misconduct and corruption occurs. But not everyone was on board. Many officers claim that dissolving these special units weakened their ability to fight crime. More like weakened their ability to commit crime. Yeah, that's right, I said it. These officers were also disheartened by the fact that they no longer could be considered for promotions to these special units, which hindered their advancement on their career vision boards. Fam. And this is how they tried to justify getting rid of her. They were saying that, this was like some type of political aspirations behind this, right? This is why she was doing it. This is what they say when they don't agree with your policies. When they don't agree with how you lay the law down, they start talking about how it's all about your career and it really ain't about the people. It ain't about the department. They said that she was too quick to punish officers. Well, aren't officers, isn't the judicial system quick to punish citizens, right? The judicial system is not slow to punish citizens, right? They're quick to punish citizens. This whole country, everything about the judicial system, it reeks of punishment. It's all about punishment. It's not about helping people to get a fresh start, to do better in life. It's not about rehabilitation. It's all about punishment. That's why they got it. That's why it's called crime and punishment. Not crime and rehabilitation. Not crime and love. Not crime and forgiveness. Not crime and harmony. It's crime and punishment. Someone is accused of a crime, suspected of a crime, we go in and we punish. That's what it's about, fam. It's all about crime and punishment. Now, I do have some good news to report. Chief Brackney is suing the city and all involved in her firing. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Damn Skippy, man. Damn Skippy. Boy, boy, boy. I'm glad that she went in and tried to at least try to do something. It's an uphill battle, fam, because racism is woven in the fabric of American society. All major constitutions have a bigot at the top. Bigots at the top. They're everywhere. Every major institution. Think of one that you love. Think of one that you think that might be wholesome. And I guarantee you, bigots are running amok. That's right. I'm talking about your charitable foundations. I'm talking about your hospitals. I'm talking about your churches. I'm talking about your DPS department. Man, I'm talking about all of it, man. Restaurant chains, energy companies, all of it. Promotional companies, these entertainment conglomerates, all of it. Ultimately, the city manager, Chip Boyles said that they had lost a third of their officers and they had no choice but to fire the police chief. I don't believe it. Yeah, I believe they lost a third of the officers because they were criminals and at least they didn't want to abide by the rules. So they decided to bounce. So I do believe that. But there's a whole lot of people out there looking for jobs, and you ain't got to do a whole lot to become a police officer. So they could have filled those positions with no problem. You fill those positions until you get good people wearing those badges. And you can do that if you are committed. She was committed, but she couldn't do it all by herself. She had to have the support of the city manager and other people who have top authority. She would need that support. It really does take a village. It's going to take a damn village. It's going to take a nation to really flip-flop what's going on in these police departments. And this is why you can't get rid of them, because racism is all over the police department. Anytime you got the police chief afraid for their life, afraid of their subordinates, they're afraid, the police chief is afraid of the officers. You know it's a problem, man. The reason why a lot of these other police chiefs aren't afraid is because they're part of the problem. That's right, I said it. They're part of the problem. I 1,000% believe Chief Bratney. I believe her 1,000%. So come on, man. Let's get that money. Let's get to that money. And I'm going to tell you, fam, anytime you feel that you've been violated, anytime they get out of line, you must. I don't care how hard the fight is. I don't care how intimidating it is. I don't care how much sleep you lose. You cannot let these suckers get away. You must hit them in the pocket. That is the only way to change the trajectory of this evil that they spew on a daily basis. The way they violate people's rights on a daily basis. Ain't nothing gonna happen unless you stand up to these beasts. Point blank, period. Think about when you were in school and you had to stand up to the bully. You never got rid of a bully by being nice. You cannot negotiate with a bully. Can't talk to a bully. You got to put something on a bully's ass. And that's the only thing they understand. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Damn.